From someone who spends the best part of their day researching Cardano, I can safely say there's a whole lot of activity taking place in our ecosystem right now. Whether it be the thousands of proposals being reviewed through Catalyst, all the developments surrounding the Vasil upgrade, the continued research and tech rollout by AADA, to the 1,000+ projects and community developers building out our ecosystem each day, to say things are getting real busy is a complete understatement. Yet despite this, many are still oblivious or refuse to accept the fact of what's actually occurring here. See, if the first UTxO proof-of-stake blockchain delivering DeFi done differently that has non-slashing liquid staking, the third largest community, largest decentralized innovation fund, with the network secured by 3,000 stake pools, that's on a mission to bank the unbanked and become the world financial operating system, isn't worthy of your time, then I quote AADA well, you're either not paying attention or have ulterior motives. It's that simple. Welcome back for today's installment of Cardano Insights, where we track the all-important developments at the very pulse of Cardano and its ecosystem each weekday. So let's get straight into it. So first up today, we go to a site called Contora.ai. So let's see what they're all about. Here they state, improve your crypto trading by using alternative data about cryptocurrencies and tokens. Contora pulls together social and technology related data points that can bring additional information to your trading strategy. Use our API to get real-time and historical information on over 5,000 public companies and over 7,000 cryptocurrencies and tokens. Contora crawls the deep web, social media platforms, GitHub, job posting sites and more to flesh out actionable insights. So why am I bringing this to you? Well, back in April, they published this Medium article titled Top Cryptos by Technology Development over the past month. In the article, they write, this time we've analysed 7,400 crypto projects from CoinMarketCap, got GitHub links for them, and processed and aggregated development activity data from internal Git files. Here are the top cryptos by the number of active unique GitHub contributors over the past month. As you can see here, they have Solana right out in front with 30% of the total. Something just doesn't seem quite right about this data. Cardano doesn't feature at all, Ethereum registered with only 3% of the total, and Solana is supposedly dominating the development activity by a sizable distance. Cardano was also omitted from a similar article published by Contora back in March, where it also reviewed the, and I quote, best crypto projects by GitHub development activity. So that's 2 articles month on month not registering Cardano at all. Is this simply a mistake, or something more along the lines of a crypto data firm choosing to ignore Cardano? Well, let's find out. So last week, this was picked up by the Cardano community as the data from the articles was seemingly doing the rounds online again. Here we have DiCaprigo asking, Cardano devs know how to accurately measure Cardano's footprint here, trying to understand why Cardano is left out. Then the co-founder of Contora responded, hi everyone, for Cardano we monitor this GitHub page and commit exclusively to its repositories. According to our data, the situation looks like this for Cardano. Let me know if you have any remarks. So problem solved, they'd actually been pulling the data from the incorrect repo. After the Cardano community provided the correction, Contora responded, many thanks, we're already updating the statistics in our database. This may take a couple of days. After that, we'll either correct the article or write a new one, taking into account this correction. As promised, and a few days later, Contora pulled through stating, we updated this data in our database and came up with a new article. Cardano is now taking first place in terms of the number of developers. Congrats and sorry for the misunderstanding in the initial rating. Thank you all for pointing out our mistake. I will be glad if you can repost a new article to the Cardano community, since we received a lot of messages on all social networks from your guys. So first, fair play to Contora, who seemed very genuine about correcting this mistake and making sure the Cardano community was made aware that it had indeed been rectified. I think this is another great example of the way the Cardano community operates. Articles publishing incorrect data or ones that omit Cardano altogether is a regular occurrence in this space, but if we want to change the mainstream narrative, then challenging inaccurate reporting or misleading information is vital. Whether it be obviously biased outfits like Masari or lesser known ones like Contora, the Cardano community always seems to rally to set the record straight. You won't always get corrective action like this, but if the Cardano community remains persistent with this approach, I'm sure longer term, the truth will prevail. What was most interesting about Contora's corrected article was this. They wrote, "Recently our team was contacted by the Cardano developer community regarding our top crypto projects by technology development story, and with their help, we figured out that we haven't been tracking all the Cardano repositories. In our previous analysis, we took into account only the Cardano Foundation GitHub profile, but there's another profile that was suggested." After that, we put the new repository on review and decided to make some improvements to our data tracking algorithm. We've double checked GitHub repositories we track for all crypto projects in our database, made several fixes to update our developers' data, streamlined all the repositories, and we've got a new picture of which crypto projects are leading the market in terms of technology development. Here's the updated top crypto projects by the number of active GitHub contributors over the last month. So here you can see right out in the lead and in its rightful place we have Cardano with 11%, followed by Ethereum with 9% and Polkadot with 7%. Solana on the other hand, way down the list with only 4% of the total. That's a real dive considering in April they were supposedly responsible for 30% of the total contribution. As you know, if you've been a frequent viewer of this channel, I am highly skeptical of Solana about Solana's numbers at the best of times and across multiple different metrics. The article goes on to question, okay, things became clear for Cardano, what about Solana which led the top at the end of April, but is now in 9th place only? We can see the answer by looking precisely at the active GitHub developers chart. As you can see, since January, the active contributors on GitHub has just continued to decline. The article then goes on to question any expert who can say why does it seem like developers are leaving Solana, please reach out. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone from the Solana community can shed some light on this. Whether they will is another story, but in terms of Cardano, it's great that at least for Contora, the information being published now accurately reflects the development activity we all know too well is happening every day in our growing ecosystem. Now speaking of development activity, let's take a quick look at some interesting Catalyst proposals that are now live in Fund 9. First we have the second installment of Ledger Live integration. As you may remember, we previously covered Ledger Live back in June when through Catalyst and a community driven initiative, they added support for Cardano native tokens and the ability to buy ADA through the Ledger Live app. Following on from that, this is the second proposal and will enable ADA staking directly through the Ledger Live application. In addition, Ledger, Striker, Vacuum Labs and the Cardano ambassadors will also conduct a joint study on how to potentially implement full Cardano native token support on Ledger Live, so will no longer be limited to a shortlist. This will also look at the implementation of Cardano dApp browser on the Ledger Live app to allow dApps to be accessible through the Ledger Live Discover section. Next, and recently we covered Typhon Wallet. If you remember, they recently introduced instant transactions, a first of its kind feature made possible with the power of UTxO. Well, the team at Typhon just don't stop grinding, and here in this next proposal aim to deliver a great development that's definitely going to aid user adoption. In this Catalyst proposal they outline their intentions to develop the mobile version of Typhon Wallet for Android and iOS. The wallet will support all Cardano Lite Wallet features, including hardware wallet support for your Trezor or Ledger devices, multi-token transactions, multi-language, Catalyst voting, and much more. We definitely need a greater selection of mobile wallets if we're to appeal to a wider audience. Going by how user-friendly the desktop version is, along with the fact that they keep adding new innovative features like the instant transactions, I think this wallet is going to appeal to both new and more advanced users. Now check this proposal from DC Spark. Here they address the problem that although we need to encourage moving computation to layer 2s to scale, currently those who choose to use a sidechain will lose their staking reward. For the solution, DC Spark put forward liquid staking for Milkamida and layer 2s. They will design and implement a standard for Milkamida to allow its users to keep earning staking rewards when bridging ADA to the sidechain. The solution will be shared publicly so other layer 2s and sidechains can also implement their own variations. Now currently there is no central place for a Cardano project to post for specific community assistance in return for bounty rewards. Normally projects reach out to their communities through announcements or articles offering reward for white hat hackers, but it makes sense if there was a central specific platform that facilitated the link between the bounty and community developer. This would certainly streamline the process and in turn help towards producing more quality secure dApps. Well, this Catalyst proposal intends on doing just that. If funded, a website will be created to allow anyone with a Cardano wallet to create, interact with, and claim a bounty. Bounties could be for anything ranging from coding help to reporting security vulnerabilities. If you want to read more on how the bug bounty process will work, along with the other Catalyst proposals mentioned in this video, they're all linked in the description below. So next to a project that we've been covering pretty closely on this channel. This morning, AADA Finance announced, as planned, they are indeed live on mainnet. So it's official, the first lending and borrowing platform of Cardano native tokens, utilising the unique NFT bond concept, is finally here. Loans are actively being created and funded as I record this video. I haven't had the chance to play around with the site yet myself, as the launch was announced mid-editing this video, but I will certainly be using the platform later this evening and will bring you my findings very soon. In the meantime, go check it out for yourself, linked in the description. Now, from one big lending project who has just launched to another highly anticipated one that's expected post Vasil in the form of Liqwid Labs. Here they confirm the start of their security audit is now underway and being undertaken by Vacuum Labs. As they explain in this tweet, the completion of this audit is a critical step towards mainnet launch. Looking forward to more updates here, which we'll be sure to bring you as and when they occur. So that's it for today's installment of Cardano Insights, as we keep track of all the developments and continue to spread those positive Cardano vibes. If you found value in the content, then please be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with your daily roundups. In the meantime, I'm off to go welcome our shiny new dApp to the ecosystem. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and as always, keep it Cardano.